Hello, James from Powell Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. And I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can improve your site and beat your competition online. Now, I don't want to waste your time, James. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you have any questions or you want to hear more information, let's just set up like a 5-minute phone call. I can answer any questions for you. And if not, that's okay. I'm going to give you some free tips and strategies that you can actually use for your site here. Or if you have someone that works on your site, you could actually show them and they could use them as well. All right, so the 3 things we'll talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So we'll start with content, and I'm on your homepage here, and I'm looking to see about how much content you have on it. Google recommends having about 1,500 words to 2,000 words. And the reason that they want so much is that they know if you have that much content on your page that you're giving out a lot of helpful information for people. And Google's real plan is for websites to kind of give something back. And so if you're offering out a lot of information, obviously it's going to help them, and it's going to bring in more people to search for them and going through Google, of course, so it kind of helps them. The other thing, you can blog that works very similar, where it offers a lot of information, tips, and strategies, and they really do like those and rank those pretty high as well. So I'm also going to show you Baker Roofing, and the reason why is because they're the top result in where the area we're going to search. And so I want you to see what they're doing, because that's essentially the competition and who you want to really get ahead of. So if we look at Baker Roofing, you're going to see that they do not have the 1,500 words or 2,000 words of content on their page. In fact, they have less than what you guys have as far as content. And I'm not actually seeing a blog up on their site either, which does tell us that that would actually make it even easier for you to get ahead of them. Because the idea would be, if you can get ahead of Baker for the 3 areas that we talk about tonight, then you'd be able to get ahead of them in the rankings as well. And you'll see the traffic that they're bringing in, the visitors, and you'd be able to get that. So just doing a quick search here, roofing Charleston, South Carolina. This is actually the other reason that we want a lot of content. It's that the more content we have on our page, the more keywords we can put into it. I've just put in roofing Charleston, South Carolina as an example. It's a good one for the area with a lot of volume. People search this. Also, it's what new customers search when they're looking for service. Normally, you'd see some ads at the top of the screen, but I'm not seeing any for this search. So the first thing we're going to find is this map section. And this is going to bring us to our second topic, which is citations. So the top 3 companies show up in this little preview window. You could view all to see the rest. And these are based on citations, which are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor. Can also count if you have your social media accounts linked to those as well. After that, we're going to get to the organic section. We're going to get 10 results showing up per page here. And these show up in reference to our keyword search, which was roofing Charleston, South Carolina. So we can rank the results accordingly. So for roofing Charlotte, South Carolina, number 1 goes to Baker Roofing, 2 goes to Charleston Roof, and 3 is going to go to Holy City Exteriors. And the reason that Baker's number 1 is the exact same reason why we're using them as our kind of comparison study here. So if we look at your website, I put it into a program called Eris, and we have it here, powellroofingllc.com. I can see you guys have your headers up here, which is really good. This allows you to be found a little bit easier for Google, and you got your name as well, which is highly recommended. And then next, we'll just look at your backlinks and referring domains, which brings us to our third topic. So referring domains are the websites that you guys have links on, and then the backlinks are the actual links. So right now you have about 1,300 links on the 376 pages. If we use a Facebook business page as an example, the referring domain would be your Facebook business page, and the part where it says your web address and you put in your web address, powellroofingllc.com, that would be the actual link. When someone clicks it, it's going to send them back to your site. The more sites or domains pointing back to your site, the stronger Google will rank you and your trust here. And the higher this number is, the more keywords you're able to be searched for, as long as they are on your page to begin with. So right now you're showing up for about 224 keywords, and that's bringing in about 120 visitors to your site per month. And we'll actually look at your keywords here in a second. So if we jump over to Baker Roofing to show you what kind of they're doing, we see their name up here, as well as some keywords as well. They've got about 1,500 referring domains or websites. They have over 19,000 links on those. When people click them, they go back here, of course, to Baker Roofing. You can see their trust is a little higher with a 48, and they're being found for almost 5,000 words, 4,900 for keywords, and they're bringing about 8,000 visitors to their site every month. We'll first look at some of your keywords. First thing we see is your name, Powell Roofing, and 200 people do search you by name right now, which means they know who you are. Some of that's going to be your referral business or people who saw your signage as well. And for that, you guys are in the first position. So we know that the top 10 results go to the first page, which is where you really want to be, because we found that 80 to 85% of people will not go past page 2. So with the number 1 position, you're getting 31 actual visitors to your site from the total 200. And typically number 1 gets between 20 and 35%. So that's pretty good there. And then let's jump to the second one. We've got Metal Roofing, Charleston, South Carolina. This is a good one for bringing in new customers. As you can see, it doesn't have a name attached to it, but it does have a specific location, which is preferred. So 80 people search this phrase exactly like that keyword. You guys are number 1 for that one as well. And you're getting 27 visitors of the 80, so a pretty good percentage on that one also. All right, so the Angie's List ones, these are more linking to that site. They wouldn't be my my top keywords. So vinyl siding, I like the ones that have the service with the location. So vinyl siding, Charleston, South Carolina, 40 more. You guys are number 4. You can see the percentage drops here, so to 3.8 of the 40. So you're a little bit under 10%. As the numbers come up, these tend to go down. All right, so as I said, I want to keep this a little shorter, so I'm going to jump over to Baker. Now for Baker, they actually are kind of spread out pretty much across North Carolina, South Carolina. So what I want to do for them, I want to give you guys the ones that specifically have to do with your area. So I'm going to just type that in a search here and bring up the relevant ones. So we have roofing companies in Charleston, South Carolina. So 150 people do search that phrase exactly like that. And they're number 1 for that one, so they're going to get 50 of the 150, so they're getting a nice percentage of that. Roofing contractors, Charleston, South Carolina, 80 people search it. They're number 1, so they're going to get 28 of the 80. Then we have roofing companies, Charleston, South Carolina, so without the in it. 60 search that, number 1 getting 21 of the 60. And we can keep going, but I think you guys get the idea. All right, so you guys have some really good keywords. It's just a matter of ranking a few of them a little higher and probably adding a few more to that as well, and definitely expanding in a few other areas that you guys do, already kind of service anyway, getting those keywords as well. Now that you guys have the info, there's 3 things you can really do with it. Number 1, if you're happy with where you're at, you don't have to do anything with it, obviously. If you have someone you're working with, you do want to grow, you could show them the video. This could help them as well and give them a few tips. Number 3, if you don't have anyone you work with or you're not happy with that person, feel free to ask me any questions, and I'd be happy, or you can reach out and I'd be happy to answer those for you. Thank you guys for your time and have a great day.